Hey everybody, I'm back again for another let me get a seat commentary here, and today I'm playing against a guy called McFlicknock. I probably said that wrong. And we're playing on the Hapo Ridge. So yeah, I've been playing a lot of this game now, so I'm not really too much of a noob anymore. I've been losing quite a bit now because I'm getting into the realms of prestiges and very, very good players. Like, you'll need a foolproof plan and to plan out your army before you even fight to have a good chance. I even played this guy who rushed me with a complete non-gun unit army. I just got massacred. I did not know what I was doing. I was like, oh. I really should have saved the replay, but I know what he did, and I can actually copy that. So I'll bring out a video of me using his method at some point, maybe. So let's just have a look at what the armies were. I'm not too sure. Let's hope it's not the same army, because I always seem to bring the same army, but it's not, because this time I have some white bears. So, following in the realms of 10k battles, this is a 10k battle against my opponent, and I'm just going to show you what I brought quickly. So there's two Yariki, one upgraded one here with 2 chevrons on one side, and then on the other I have 2 other Yarikis, again, one with 2 chevrons. And now this time I've got white bear infantry. Now they're in the middle class of all the white bears. There's 3 bear infantry. Sorry, there's red bears, white bears, and black bears. Black bears are the best because they have the best reload and accuracy. And then there's the white bear infantry, which is a bit of the both. But the thing with red bear is that they have better melee stats than white and black bears, but shittier reload and accuracy. So they're a general all-round good unit, but white bears are a little bit more expensive but better. I think white bears are like 800 koku maybe. I can't remember. And then I have my Infanterie de Marine, and they are 2 chevrons. And none of my I've got 1 veteran red bear here. So I've got 2 red bears and then 3 white bears. And then I have a meat shield of Matchlock Catchy, which was just basically there to take some use of my funds. So let's start up. Okay, and then we got the general. And it's the right general. Oh, wait. It's a weird general. Wait, where is he? Oh, there he is. Never mind. So let me just show you what my opponent's got quickly. Now, he brought... Okay, yes, I remember this game. He brought a line of Bowcatchy. I think he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's got 6 Bowcatchy. He has 1 Matchlock Catchy, and then he has 1 of his veteran Infanterie de Marine with 6 chevrons. Sorry. He has his general bodyguard, and he has a very upgraded Yariki, more than mine. And he has these wooden cannons, I think, just to take up some funds. But it was a wasted retainer on his part because wooden cannons are crap. And he has another Yariki with 1 chevron over there. So overall, he's brought a sort of balanced army, but in sense of firepower, he does not outgun me because of the fact that even though Bowcatchy, they have 150 range, so they have just as much as an upgraded Infanterie de Marine, they still get shot to absolute pieces by any gun units. So I know that seeing as he has, you know, some sort of higher firepower than me, like longer range, I should probably just take some of the key buildings. So I've just decided to take the Sword Dojo, and I'm going to take the Bow Dojo over here. So I think my men capture that, and I use my other cavalry as a sort of protector for my cavalry that's trying to capture it. So my cavalry over here is hiding in the woods just in case he decides to take an attack, and then 1 here that's sort of sitting in front. Now, basically, when you capture these key buildings, you can actually uncapture them with cavalry that are still mounted. You cannot capture the key building, but you can stop the opponent from getting their bonus. So that's a tip for you right there. If you ever see key building and you have some cavalry nearby and your opponent's captured it, you can uncapture it. So basically, I have 2 Matchlock Catchy, sorry, never saw them. So basically, they're my meat shields, and they're working very well because as you see, they're just running up loose formation. They're getting into position while I get my other men into position on the ridge. So basically, they're taking some beatings from the Bowcatchy, but as you can see, they're not that effective. The fire will sort of cause my guys to be concerned. So by now, at this point, I've captured this key building. I'm almost captured the sword dojo. My main goal is just to take out really any of his cavalry in general, because I know that up front I have a better chance. He has this one red bear infantry, and then he does have the infantry marines, which he's placed really poorly because he's now putting them into position behind his men, behind this ridge, so they can't see much of my men. But now that that's happened, my infantry marine on my side and my 2 white bears are just going to get some shots off. One already did, and this unit is already down to 38 men. And behind them, the infantry marine's getting hit as well, so they're going to start to lose. On this side, he's doing a little bit better. He's actually managed to rout my matchlock catchy. And now my men, before they can even get fire off, are being hailed by bows. So as soon as they get shot off, as you can see, line of sight is very important. These white bears, they're just going to walk into the enemy because of the fact that they have no line of sight, while these bows can just shoot up ahead. So that's where his advantage come in. But he didn't really take advantage because he should be skirmishing back a little bit and maybe taking more advantage of the terrain to like sort of gain it in an advantage. But over on this side, I'm completely mopping it up. His infantry and marine are down to 61 men. He's already lost 2, and I bring in my cavalry for a surprise cav charge. 1 into his cavalry, and then 1 into these wooden cannons that are right here. So my other 2 cavalry were focused on attacking his cavalry over on this flank and sort of mopping up the other. And at this point, his general is being protected by this matchlock catchy, which is clever because they're hidden. But they're not going to be any use in a fight. So he's just trying to stop any of my cavalry from swarming him, but it's too late. I have a final charge in, and that will cause his general to die. So as you can see, there we go, nice charge in. He's getting massacred from this point. The general is down to 23 men already. And at this point, I can now bring around my white bear infantry and my infantry and marine around the flank. As you can see, they've only taken like 5 losses, so they've been a great help. So they're just going to come around, wrap around, and sort of finish off these bow catchy. And as you can see, the bow catchy, they're useful, but they're not worth the koku because they're almost the same as the white bear, but they don't do as much. As you can see here, I have littered white bear infantry, and they're down to 36 men. But that's from like 4 bow dojos. Bow dojos? So bow catchies that are firing. Anyway, that was the end of the first replay. So as you can see, my opponent faltered by bringing too many bow units. I think he wanted that range advantage, and I suppose if you want to do that, you really need to skirmish them properly. But in my advice, I just wouldn't bring them. They're not advisably useful enough to bring them unless you have other units to sort of handle them. They're good for, you know, distracting an army, but I don't think they should be the main contingent like my opponent brung. And his other problem was he didn't bring enough cav to support his army, or he should have brought some, you know, some spear levy to hold up his general. And I think when you're on the later round games, you seem to forget to take these sort of units. Like I stopped taking my meat shield and my spear levy, and I really should, because it can really count a lot. So that battle, that lasted 5 minutes. I'll show you the stats. So my infantry and marine, they got units, you know, they killed an entire unit, just a little bit more, 1 kill over, and they only lost 5 men, so they got a lot of experience from that match. And as you can see here, only one of my white bears really took any damage. That one was probably the one that got hit the most by his infantry and marine and multiple bow units. So they lost quite a lot and didn't kill that many. But the rest of them seemed to kill a lot of men without even dying a lot. As you can see, look, 0 kills and 71 kills. So there, so 0 deaths, sorry. And then as you can see on his side, he didn't get exactly too many kills, or more on the lower end of the scale. Didn't earn that much experience. You got the most from this bow catchy here. So yeah, good game to my opponent, and that's sort of to show you that using bow catchy as a main contingent is not a good idea.